Hey guys, what's going on? So today I am going to go through Nate Tucci's overnight options review. I did this a few months ago, but I thought it'd be a good idea to update you guys on some of the results that he's had since then. So we're going to go through all his different trades inside the dashboard, which is going to be really cool. But before we get into all of that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Russell Barber, and I've been testing hundreds of alert services for years now. If you'd like to see my top 10 alert services for 2025, check out the video linked in the description below, and you can go through and check out what I think is working at the moment and over the last few months as well. So I wanted to, before I really get into the meat of today's video, wanted to make sure you guys are aware that tonight, so hopefully you're watching this on the 22nd of April, we are doing a live stream with Lance from thetatraders.com. This is it right here. I'll leave a link in the description below. We're going live to talk about how he's won 100% of his safeguard trades in 2025, even though the VIX and the market have been horrendous, especially really detrimental to this type of trade, but he's made this work really, really well. And I'm excited to go through this about how he hedges this. We're going to be live. We're doing a free giveaway for the Safeguard Trade service that he runs, so you guys can come and join. And if you fill out this form right here, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can actually win a $1,197 subscription to the Safeguard Trades. You have to come to the webinar as well, though, because we'll be announcing a winner on the webinar live. So it's gonna be fun. I think this is a type of trade that can make you a lot of money, even in adverse market conditions. But you have to adapt it, and that's what Lance has managed to do, to the point where this is actually a really solid trade. So definitely come and check that out tonight. It's 9 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be pretty fun. So come and check that out. So that'll be right here. And I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can come. The best thing to do with a lot of these things is to subscribe to my channel, because you'll get notified when I go live with a lot of these different guys as well, like Lance and other people. I've had so many different people on the channel that Lance is just one of them. There's tons of other people I've had, from Jeff Bishop to Brian Bottarelli to all these different people. So come and check out the live tonight, but make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you get notified for future live stream events. Anyway, let's get started on today's topic, which is this one. So hopefully you guys that have been following the channel, I know a lot of people have actually bought this service. It's called Overnight Options. And it's a really simple service, and I'll leave a link to this full review in the description below. You can get and check it out. Click on these links here to go to the webinar that they run, so they talk more details about like what this service is all about. And so make sure you click on those links to go through and find out more about these this particular program, Overnight Options. So I'll give you a quick overview of it again for those that haven't been familiar with it so far, those who have kind of forgotten about this and maybe thought about doing it months ago when I talked about it. But this is basically a service where Nate basically focuses on buying SPY options really near the market close, so half an hour before the market close, and he does this Monday through Thursday using SPY options. So the idea is that SPY has a higher chance of moving immensely overnight than it does intraday. So he buys SPY options every day around 3:30 and alerts to his subscribers the exact trade that he's taking. And this helps to eliminate the noise of the SPY price movement throughout the day. And it really aims to capitalize on the overnight moves that you see on SPY all the time. You see it gapping up, gapping down. And so that's really the aim of this program, and it works really, really well, as I'll show you in the data in just a few minutes here. I'll go into the dashboard and show you what it actually has done over the last few weeks and months. Even in this horrendous market, you'll be quite shocked at like how well this actually is done. So yeah, go through this article, you'll learn a bit more about what he does, 1DTE, buy options basically. And make sure you go and check out his Overnight Options webinar. I'll leave a link for that in the description below as well. But yeah, I put some of the results in here from months ago, but sometimes it takes, you know, this market's been horrendous, so does this still work? That's the big question that people ask me, is does this still work, even though the market is pretty horrendous? And the answer has been a resounding yes. So let's go and look at the actual results in the dashboard right here. This is the Trading Pub Overnight Options dashboard, and you can see the table at the top here. You can see his stats. I love the way these guys do this. I've said this over and over again. But look at this, an 86.3% win rate with a profit factor of 1.66. So this is a profitable strategy over many, many, many trades. So I'm not sure, 59 losers, 373 winners. This is the complete track record. And you can see he has made money most of this time. There's been a few big losses though, so you have to be prepared for those. But overall, he's still net positive, even into, here you can see this. You do have to be prepared for full losses though. But he talks about that more in that webinar, so I'd really go and check out this webinar again. I'll leave a separate link here. You have to be prepared for that. And it actually reminds me a little bit of another service that I've been doing. So you have to be prepared for big losses as well as a lot of winners as well. So definitely check all that out. So 1.66 profit factor, still positive overall. 172,000 in profits. You can see the difference here. So yeah, so it's pretty good. I'd say it's not been as solid as it was when we first looked at this. You can see there has been more big losses, but it's still overall a profitable system. So you got to stick with things. This is the number one mistake I see traders make, and I'm going to be reiterating this point over and over and over again over the next few months, is you got to stick with systems that work, even if in the short term, and by short term I mean 1 to 3 months, don't look that solid. You've got to stick with the thesis. Otherwise, you'll just take the losses and then you'll move on to another system. You'll take the losses on that, you'll move on to another system. You got to stick with these systems. So, this is a really cool system. I love the idea, and it's been doing really well even in this bad market. So, definitely check out the webinar for more details. Definitely learn from Nate himself rather than just getting it secondhand from me. All right, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.